Barely 2 months after it was first previewed at the Malaysia Autoshow, we are about to have our first taste of the Neta X. Come and join us for a quick drive ahead of its Malaysian launch.
Neta X is coming to Malaysia in 3 variants: 400 Comfort, 400 Luxury and 500 Luxury. However, all 3 of them feature the same 120 kW electric motor with 210 Nm of torque, which allows the electric SUV to accelerate from 0 to 100 km/h in 9.5 seconds and also offers a top speed of more than 150 km/h. That being said, the 400 Comfort and Luxury models have a smaller battery capacity than the 500 Luxury. This is why the Neta X 500 Luxury has WLTP rated range of 410 km, while the 400 Comfort and Luxury have much lower range at 323 km. Other notable features that come standard with Neta X include 6 airbags, 15.6-inch Full HD infotainment display, 8.9-inch digital instrument display. Not to forget, the Neta X has a huge 508-litre boot space that can be expanded to 1,338 litre once you fold down the rear seats. Neta X 400 and 500 Luxury also come with additional features, such as an advanced driver assistance system with level 2 autonomous driving, wireless phone charger, memory setting for the driver's seat and power tailgate. So, how's the driving experience like in a Neta X?
Well, it is a very interesting car. When you go straight, it is very stable. In fact, it can soak up bumps very well, as I'm about to do it right now. Yeah, very well, very comfortable as a driver. However, when you take the corner, you can actually feel the body roll. It's just there, which is really odd. As for steering response, it depends on what setting you choose. For Neta X, there are 2 settings, which is Comfort and Sport, and just like their names, the Comfort is slightly softer, while the Sport make the steering a bit more responsive. But don't expect this car to have a steering like a racing car. It's still quite soft, still very manageable, especially for those who are new to EVs out there. Since the Neta X has a 120 kW electric motor, which is slightly less powerful than the BYD Atto 3, some might be wondering, how's the performance of this car? Well, this is still an EV, so you can get that quick acceleration, whatever mode, whether it's Eco, Comfort or Sport. If you put it on Sport, this car still feels very quick. But in terms of acceleration, it's definitely more linear than the BYDs that I tested before. And maybe this also got to do the fact that the Neta X also has a lower amount of torque at 210 Nm. But nevertheless, like I said earlier, this car, the straight line, very stable. It soaks up bump very well. So at high speed, you can't really feel it. You know, if you go at 110, you will not actually realize that you're 110. That's how good the car is. But be careful at the corner. Like I mentioned earlier, this car has some body roll to it. How about the ADAS capability of the Neta X? Well, it is not as aggressive as the BYD, but yet at the same time, it's also not as present as, like, for example, like Chery or Moda E5. Nevertheless, it still works. If you're too close to the lane, the ADAS system will actually save you. And there's also the pilot feature, whereby that is where the level 2 autonomous feature of Neta X is located. But in the end, this is just our first drive. We still need to learn more about the car. In fact, a lot of the features, the ADAS features here, are not that obvious, not that directly, and not that easy to access. You definitely have to spend a little bit time to learn where the button is, how to activate them. It's not hard though, but yeah, still plenty of things that we really like to learn about Neta X. So we're just gonna save all that for our future review, perhaps. So there you have it, our first drive experience with the Neta X, which is launching in Malaysia very soon. As a recap, in some ways, it did exceed my expectation, especially how stable this SUV is when driving at a high speed and in straight line. In terms of ADAS, I would say it's acceptable, but in the end, there are still a lot of things that we need to learn about this brand new electric SUV. So stay tuned for more EV contents here at soychinchao.com. My name is Chief Chapree and I'll see you in the next one.